Yo, my name is KarQ. How's it going, guys? This episode of Overwatch 2 Mythbusters is going to look at a bunch of different heroes. It's not a hero-specific one, because I know we've done a Kiriko and Junker Queen specific one in the past, but in this episode, it's going to be a mixed bag of different heroes, some game mode myths, and revisiting some of the old ones and trying them again, because some things have changed since the beta. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Does the push robot move faster with Lucio's speed boost? I thought I put this myth to rest in my last video when I mentioned that the push robot does not move any quicker with Lucio's speed boost, but some people still believe that it's not necessarily pushing the barricades, but the push robot when he's moving between each side that actually gets sped up. So here's a video proof to put it to rest. The push robot does not move any quicker with any sort of speed modifier whatsoever. Please stop believing that it's happening. Does the push robot break deployables? Torb turret in front, crushed. Symmetra Sentry turrets, no chance. So yes, the push robot does break deployables, whether it's from the barricade or from sprinting past it. Can Torbjorn put his turret on the push robot? We tried it from many angles, but every time the turret would just slide right off. So no, the turret cannot be on the push robot. Can Torbjorn put his turret on the push barricade stacks? So in a previous Mythbuster, we figured out that Symmetra's turrets could not go on the robot, but it could go on the push stacks. So we tried it with Torbjorn on the push stacks, but unfortunately, the turret slides right off, so no. Does the payload break deployables? Here's Torb's turret. Symmetra's sentry turrets. Yeah, the payload does break them. Not much else to say about that one. Can D.Va eat Moira's primary fire healing? So I thought this one would be obvious, but a lot of people actually asked me about this myth, and I think it stems from the fact that people realize that Moira's healing is technically fast-moving projectiles. So you could argue that the D.Va Matrix eats all projectiles, but in this case, it does not. Can Kiriko's Swift Step follow a Reaper's Shadow Step if timed correctly? My god, it actually does. Holy shit. Okay, if we could do that with Reaper, can Kiriko's Swift Step also follow a Sombra's Translocator? The timing window for Reaper was actually quite forgiving, but with Sombra, it was really hard to get this one right. We tried it for like 20 minutes without even getting it once, but eventually, watch what happens. So if you actually slow down the footage, you'll notice that the Swift Step indicator moves to the Sombra's Translocator location before the actual physical body materializes there. And you have to time the teleport for that small window. So good luck, you're gonna need it. At this point with the Swift Step, we had to try a few more. So can Kiriko's Swift Step follow a Tracer's recall? So trying this for a little bit and watching the footage over, the Swift Step indicator does not show up while Tracer is in her recall, so you can't teleport to her recall location before it finishes anyways, so no. Does Kiriko actually heal any faster with the reload technique? So I think I first heard of this myth when Sleepy mentioned it on a Noob Hunter clip.
Okay, this is holding right click. But if I throw one away, and then now I just like release all, spam R, release all, spam R, release all, spam R. See how much faster it is?
But the animation's a little deceiving, so when looking at it side by side, you can clearly see that there's no difference at all. Does Kiriko's Protection Suzu remove Junker Queen's knife that's already attached to a teammate? Yes, it does. Does Kiriko's Kitsune Rush increase the channeled heal rate for some heroes? Since Kitsune Rush amplifies the attack speed, it is actually increasing the channeled rate of Mercy's healing. We can observe the same thing with Moira, as she heals a lot faster while under Kitsune Rush. However, she is on a resource meter, so she'll run out of juice a lot earlier. Other heroes like Ana and Baptiste would heal more in theory because they're locked behind a fire rate for their healing, but I wanted to check out Lucio's Aura, Zen's Orb, and Brig's healing, and these are not under the effects of Kitsune Rush strictly because they're not a channeled healing type. Can Bastion's artillery strike be deflected by Genji? Yes, you can, so you can easily counter this ultimate. Can Junker Queen's knife go through D.Va's defense matrix? So when Junker Queen first came out, it did not, but upon testing it again, it seems like it's been changed to be consistent with eating projectiles, so no, it cannot go through the matrix anymore. Can you block Junker Queen's ultimate with a barrier? A lot of people assume that when Junker Queen ults, you can't really stop it, but it turns out if you stand behind any sort of barrier and block the AoE, you won't be affected by it. Can you stop Junker Queen's ult with Brig's Shield Bash? No, you can't, because it doesn't stun anymore like it did in Overwatch 1. Can you stop Junker Queen's ult with Doomfist Punch? So because Rocket Punch still stuns, yes, you can stop her ultimate from traveling any further, but by the time your punch makes contact with her, that AoE range on Rampage might affect you and the people behind you up until that point. Can you stop Junker Queen's ult with Orisa Javelin Spin? Well, the short answer is yes, but you have to be careful if you're moving or strafing or walking forward while doing it, because they can accidentally pass you in case you're not in the center of the hitbox. Can Junker Queen's knife go through Symmetra's TP and hit someone on the other side? So everybody should know that you can throw a Diva Bomb through it, so it's only natural to try the Junker Queen knife, but unfortunately it does not go through. Does Junker Queen's ultimate bleed and healing get amplified after it's already casted? So Junker Queen's ultimate deals 100 damage over time and it heals her for the exact amount of damage done. So 100 damage equals 100 healing. But it turns out you can amplify her damage as it ticks down, as you can see with Mercy flying in with damage boost to deal more than 100 damage, which means Junker Queen will heal more than 100 HP. And when you consider that it's on multiple targets, nano boosting or damage boosting this ultimate is actually quite strong. Does Orisa's Javelin Spin push Ryan's charge back? By itself, no it does not. However, if you have Fortify active, it's a different story. Then you can push him back. Do damage modifiers amplify Bastion's artillery ultimate? So this ultimate is supposed to deal 600 damage in the center unless you headshot, but you can see from this example that the damage boosted version does kill the 700 HP Roadhog, so yes, it does amplify. Do roll passives affect Echo's duplicated targets? Here is Echo duplicating a tank, the knockback is reduced. Here's Echo duplicating a DPS, dealing some damage, getting a kill, faster reload, faster movement speed as you can see. And then here's Echo duplicating a support, taking some damage, and then watching that support passive kick in. So yes, it's confirmed that whatever role Echo duplicates, she inherits that role's passive. Can Genji deflect Winston's new secondary fire? No, he cannot. Do damage modifiers amplify Sombra's EMP damage? Since the Sombra EMP rework, where she deals 40% of a target's current HP, Nano Boost and Damage Boost has been a powerful combo to amplify it. However, it appears the October 25th, 2022 patch stealth fixed it, as in it wasn't officially documented, but you are no longer able to do it anymore. You can see on these side-by-sides, Sombra's EMP now still deals 40% of a target's health, no matter if they're amped or not, dealing 80 damage in this example. Does Torbjorn's turret aggro onto Sombra while she's hacking in stealth? Nope, the turret doesn't aggro, so you can safely hack. Do Symmetra's turrets aggro onto Sombra while she's hacking in stealth? So unlike Torb's turret, Symmetra's turrets can detect you if you're within range while you're hacking, so be careful. Can Symmetra block Junker Queen's knife with a well-timed Sentry turret deploy? So somebody submitted this myth on Twitter and I didn't think it would work, but it actually does. Can Torb's turret block Junker Queen's knife? Right, so if it worked with Sim turret, we have to try it with Torb turret, but it doesn't seem like it works because technically the turret is untargetable until it lands and starts assembling itself. Does the damage ramp up High Noon's skull show up quicker in Kiriko's ultimate? Kitsune Rush only amps the attack speed and not so much the raw damage output, so I didn't think this would work, and the side-by-side comparison proves it. And that's it for this episode's myths. Please keep commenting other myths and stuff you want me to test out for future episodes. Come to my stream. Yes, I'm in a Joker costume because it was Halloween at twitch.tv/KarQ almost every day for Grandmaster support gameplay.